Good evening, people. Good evening. Good evening. Wow, there's an echo in this room. Yes, good evening. This is Spirit Journey. Today is August 8th, 2022, and the time is about 8:39 p.m. Yeah, I'm just in bed right now. I am exhausted. I really didn't do I did go out just to drop off something. It is very hot in New York City today. I feel like I did a marathon, man. My muscles. Are you guys tired? Do you get tired real easy? Man. Seems like even though I do a lot of physical stuff, walking, I don't feel any stronger. Yeah, I was well hydrated today. That I know. Well, anyways, as you can read in the title of this live stream, um, President Trump's home in Mar-a-Lago is being raided by the FBI. And yeah, I just found out maybe no more than 10 minutes ago. I was listening to this YouTuber. I was going through, I turned on my iPad, and we have we have the messages, when your subscriptions. Um, when they upload something, you get a notice. And one of them was a channel I listened to on and off, Douglas Ducato, something like that. Station in, what is it? Oh God, I forget the name of it. But yeah, he made the announcement that his place is being raided. And I then went and searched the internet, and CBS and other major news outlets are, discussing it too. So he wasn't home. He wasn't there. Interesting. The former president, he was at um, a CPAC talk, and he's one of the I think keynote speaker there. Yeah, I listened to part of it. I fell asleep with it on. Um, Signs of the time, folks. Here, a former president's home being raided. And you think back on the things that has been happening for the past 20 years. Yes, good evening, viewer. Good evening, good evening. How you guys doing, or girls doing? Yeah, so it's this is making a precedent of someone's home of that caliber being raided. They didn't raid the Clinton's home. They didn't raid Hunter Biden's home. And that they had a lot of information on, but the FBI did not dig into his home. So it's like, what is justice? You have an agency, and people are given instructions to do what they do. So someone in that agency um, instructed those agents to go to his home. I don't know what crime, some documents they want to find. This is interesting that they want to try to find documents. That means that the former president may have some really sensitive information that the current administration doesn't like. That's what it is, in my opinion. It's like since he's been out of office, it's like his opponents haven't backed off. They haven't backed off. And it's like they're looking for blood. So here, they're more worried about this former president rather than cleaning the streets out there. Where I live, it's it's going down. This whole neighborhood is going down. But they're not sending people to get the drug dealers on the street. They're letting loose criminals. They let loose the person that attacked me last year in November. But they're going to go after somebody because of politics. This is all what it's about, politics. And they're just not backing off. And I think it's a waste of our tax money. There's so many things out there that are wrong, that is hurting people. But they're not focused. They're using our tax dollars for their own personal use. Of if they don't like someone, oh, let's just make a trumped up, no pun intended, trumped up stories about someone, and let's send someone to check it out. It's very dangerous because see, when the serpent strikes and strikes something big, they're going to do you. They're saying, hey, we don't care whether you're big or small. If we don't want you, we're going to do something to you. And that's my concern. My concern is not like if someone is doing something wrong and it's in their power, you follow what the law says. But if it's just a personality contest and not about the law and keeping this country, all its people safe, but it's not. It's like a gangster, and whoever who's in power at the time will use the executive orders to do certain things, and those things could be in conflict with what the Constitution allows. I just want it to stop. If it happens to him, or it happens to anyone who is a supporter of him, that sometimes people will make up stories, and just by association. I'm concerned about that. I love this country. I love this country. I was born and raised here. I live in an area now, it's just going down the tubes. You see so much, you have a lot of people from all over the world, and somehow they find work. But where I live, a lot of the Black American men are living on the streets. And I'm wondering, wait a minute. Shouldn't you hire your own first? Its citizens first. Don't you wonder why these things are happening? Don't you really wonder? I mean, it's like, I feel like some people are just being used as pit bulls to attack, to destroy. It's just going down the tubes. Yeah, New York City. I mean, I'm thinking more and more that there's a YouTuber, Farsight. They do the remote viewing. And that company remote viewed about the election, the 2 years from now, the presidential election. And they saw in the future, again, nothing is 100% accurate, you know, they could be wrong. But what if they're right? They said it's going to be some attack on the White House, the Capitol, I should say. The U.S. Capitol is going to, there's some type of destruction, massive destruction, they said. So, I mean, if it's getting on that level, I mean, it's like someone should just pull down America. They want to make a new America, but it's not. But it's not going to be something positive. I mean, look what's going on now. I don't know. I know a lot of people may not agree with me. They don't like certain people. And it's okay to not like somebody, to not agree with someone's politics, whatever. It goes beyond that, what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that to use a federal agency as your own, what they call the brown shirts of Nazi Germany. You know, the brown shirts, they were the police force that was used under the Third Reich. And once they killed everybody that they wanted to kill, pretty much, you know, the opposition, then you know what? They killed off the brown shirts. That's the name of their group. I'm wondering whether they actually wore brown shirts, but they were called the brown shirts. They were removed. They were killed off. And then the SS officers took their place. So again, you can have someone, you start an organization, they get someone, you know, it's thug to clean shop. And once it's all done, then they get rid of that police force, or whatever you want to call it, the brown shirts, you know. So I'm really sad about this. I'm sad because, like, it's out of control. So something wants to manifest. They want to take, you know, there's someone, they want to take over America. They want to warp the way you think. They're making people don't know what they are. It's a lack of, when you're able to influence people so much that they don't know what their identity is, then you can you've made it, and you can just take your bulldozer and just mow down everything that's in your path. And that's what's happening. People preoccupied about, oh, I don't know whether I'm a boy or girl. People are getting this the thing in their arm. And what's next? Yeah, the zombie land. It's like a zombie land. Yeah, this is a beautiful city. I'm just looking at my window right now, my famous window. Yeah, it looks gorgeous. You know, let me show you. Turn it around. Oops. Uh-oh. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Things like this are so beautiful. I love it. And it's so beautiful. Yeah, let me turn it back around. Yeah, I'm very tired right now. I took a nice bath. I haven't taken a bath in a long time. I take showers, but This is the first bath, I think, this year. I soaked in the tub. I put some Epsom salt in the water. It felt great. Yeah, felt really great. So I'm also been throwing out a lot of stuff too. Yeah, that's what I did today. I dropped off some stuff at the Salvation Army. Just one trip I did. That was enough. I'm really physically and mentally very tired right now. Right, even my voice is sounding really tired. Um, what else? Oh, I heard that Olivia Newton John, the singer actress, she passed away. May she rest in peace. Olivia Newton John, yeah, she was a singer, an actress. Um, she did the movie with John Travolta in the 1970s. She was on the top back then. Mega stardom, yeah. Yeah, she did several movies. Um, yeah, I know she had, I think she had cancer before, but may she rest in peace. Yes. Does anybody else out there, do you remember Olivia Newton John? Yeah, a lot of deaths are happening. You notice that the people, I mean, anything could happen to anyone at any age, but it seems like the baby boomers, the people in their 70s, that generation, they're dying really hard, boy. All that, um, many of them, they had those real, that free love generation. See, there's nothing free. They made you think that everything was okay to do. There's a price for everything. Yeah, but I maybe learn from this, that generation. I'm part of that generation too. I'm the end of the baby boomers. Yeah, I was born in the early 60s, 1962. Yeah, a lot of people in my generation not doing well. Not doing well. They aged real hard. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I think life is in cycles, people. Life is in cycles. Um, People keep talking about, the end is near. I mean, you have these religious organizations, they I mean, it seems like every 20 years is something else. I'm sure people in the during World War II, I'm sure to many of them that was like the end of the world. Well, or in Japan when they got hit with that weaponry. It's awful. Yeah, they're up to something. They're out of control. They're out of control. They're affecting our minds with media. It's like the news isn't news anymore. I mean, I used to watch the news with my family, and I took what they said seriously. They dressed very professional. They just gave news. But now it's more commentary and just everybody being catty. I don't like it. I stopped listening to the radio. I stopped listening to the radio now for quite a while. It could be over 7 years. I stopped because they're getting out of control. You have a bunch of rich guys and they're just yelling and, potty mouth. And I said, I'm not enjoying this. So I just gave away my radio. It was one of those CD radios. I don't want a radio. I don't want to hear their crap. We're losing our quality. I used to think this was a quality country. Certain aspects was quality. We had some type of sophistication. But now it's just trashy. It's trash. A lot of things on YouTube is trash. people are just, it's all about how much money you can get. I mean, nothing wrong of needing, needing money to pay your bills. I'm not, talking about that. But everything, it's never about quality. That they want to go into business because they want to maybe manufacture a quality good or give a quality service for something, but it's no quality. We don't know how to communicate with each other. Um, People are very distant now. You go to those the whole bunch of coffee houses in New York City, all over. But you notice you hardly ever see anyone talking to one another. They have their computer packed with people, but everybody's on some computer. No one's talking to each other, and I don't like this. We don't know how to communicate with each other. You give someone your phone number. Oh, I'll text you. Why can't we talk? We don't want to talk to one another. Mm. Yeah, I sense something. Yeah, I sense something happening. And yes, as I said, that YouTube channel Farsight, the remote viewing some type of catastrophic event that will happen. They said in 2 years, within the 2 years, with the election. It's a fight. People want to fight for power. But no one wants to really do a good job. People just, why do we want to just oppress others? Everybody wants to be on top, but you don't do anything. And you take all the money, the people's money. Where are they funneling all this money? All this spending? It's something that I feel that there's something hidden. What these two politicians, there's something. Number 45 represents something to them. Excuse me. Number 45 and the current administration in office, they're at head, butting heads. There's something. See, he's picking up momentum now. Number 45. He's picking up momentum, and again, he talked at the CPAC. He's getting popular again. And people are focusing on and say, oh, about someone's a bigot. We have to be careful. See, what they're making people think, that if I'm going to say it. See, I can see from both halves of a story because of my background. I can see both halves, and I want peace for both halves. You have people, if you are an alpha white man, they'll say, you're a racist, you're a bigot. And I think it's unfair to call someone that if they haven't done anything against you that is bigoted or racist or discriminatory. And you could be someone of color and be they say that people of color can't be racist. Sure you can. It's an attitude and a goal behind those attitudes and actions of people. And just say that one group is bad and the other is good. No, it's not. You have bad and good on both sides. I mean, just like you don't like, black people don't like, we don't like people assuming because, let's say, what we look like, or let's say if we don't have a lot of money. We don't want to feel like we're being judged because of our physical appearance. And I think it's just as bad if you label someone because they like, let's say, sports, those hunting. At one time, that's what everyone did, regardless of race. You had to hunt for your food. They didn't have those big supermarkets. Most people, over 70% of people lived on their own land. You had to grow your food, and you had to hunt for game, both black and white. That's how it's done. But now if someone is white and you have, you hunt for game, oh, they're racist. And I think it's not fair. It's not right. So they don't like Trump because, why? He's the same from 40 years ago in New York City. He's from New York City. And people liked him, both black and white. They liked his brashness. A lot of black folk liked his brashness. And everybody watched his show. I mean, I didn't watch his show, but I saw the commercials and all that, his show that he had. But, you had all those rap singers. They used to hang out with him. Oh, they don't know how to identify. So those rappers, they don't know how to identify a prejudiced white man. Is that what they're saying? So anybody who is against your politics because they want to get in office or they want to get a particular job over you, then they're going to trash your name and call you, X, Y, and Z. And people ran with it. But they're not handling what's really essential. There are people who are being beat up for no reason at all. There's drugs on the street. I'm starting to see needles, hypodermic needles on the ground. An animal or a small child might pick it up, but they don't like somebody's politics, so now they invaded his home. See, there's something that's not being said. And Trump may have something up his sleeve, and his opposition is desperate. His opposition is desperate, and they got so cocky that an FBI raided his Mar-a-Lago home in Florida. I wonder who approved the like when the FBI goes into someone's home, they have to have papers to do so. Who wrote the paper to authorize those agents to even enter his home? Yeah, Trump was at that what do you call it, CPAC meeting. I think it's called CPAC. So he's not in Florida. He was away. See how cowardice? They're going to wait when he's doing his tours to invade his home. When someone goes in your home like that, they can plant evidence on you. See, it's not just about him. It's about how desperate the current administration has become. They are desperate. And they're name calling. Anybody, just by association, and that's the dangerous part. By association, they could point a finger at any of us. Thank you for the thumbs up. Any of us could be targeted. And it's not like saying, well, that happened to another person, they're from a different background as me. That's not where it's at. It's about what their perception is of you. And if they perceive you being a certain type of person, they might limit what you can do on YouTube. Then I say, I don't like this person. We're going to make sure people don't watch his or her channel. They can limit they can limit how many people watch your channel. And so if you're what do you call it? You know, you have you're able to get money off of your channel. They're going to make sure most people don't get it, and so you lose revenue. It's awful. It is awful. And I think that's why, I do want to leave. Yeah, I'm packing my belongings. Yeah, the last time I came on, what was that, yesterday or the day before yesterday, I did a live stream. And you guys helped me out emotionally. I was feeling a little stressed about I was very, very much concerned about my little babies, my little dogs, and two of them run on bed with me. Yeah. So what I did yesterday, I started to get more um, feeling more confident, more relaxed. And once I'm on the roll, I'm on the roll. You know, I was doing my research. I notified 8 or 10 companies that what's the name? The International Pet something something. It's an agency that people who move pets for a living, you know, whether by air or sea or land. So I contacted 8 to 10 more, and filled out the form. Yeah. So I'm hoping, guys. I'm hoping that one of the 8 will be able to, because I asked for a quote. I said, I really need help, you know, indicate what type of dogs, but it has to be a way. I won't leave here without my babies. I will not leave. Yeah. So I hope, you know, it's going to work out. See, I have to always remind myself. I did a card reading. They said the month of October, November. They said sooner more than later is good for me. It was a very positive card reading. I did my own reading, and I went to a person who does it professionally. So it should work out. The card reading I did, it said, there was 2 words it said. You need to concentrate and strategy. Concentration and strategy is the key, they said, to your situation. Because I asked about, you know, for this, you know, whether it's still on the go, whether I should still go. Yeah. It was a really, really fantastic reading. Yeah, I bought these new tarot cards. I have about 5 or 6 decks. Yeah, I can't believe it. I used to think tarot cards were of the devil. I did. I was afraid to even look at them at one time. And I did I'm going to cross the boundaries. That was in I think it was April 2005. I bought my first deck. Yeah, I bought a whole slew of taboo type of stuff, metaphysical stuff, and to try to break through. Because see, I was raised under a religious system, a Christian system, and it was all about fear. And I say, I don't want to be afraid. And I have a right to um, explore certain things. I don't want to explore something that's going to hurt me. But knowledge, there's nothing wrong to receive knowledge on a subject, um, and to challenge it, to challenge why a certain thing might be good or bad. We need to start challenging the narrative, and that's what I told this one. I commented on someone's video. They were talking about Alex Jones. That's another one, another person who's being heavily targeted. Again, he's an alpha male. Yes, he is, that's his persona. But doesn't mean because somebody is an alpha white male does not mean that he's a racist. Judge people by what they do. What did they do? That should be really the criteria, not these stereotypes that Hollywood. See, Hollywood makes all those stereotype looks or personas. Remember, they used to have all those Southern shows. I forget the name of them. Um, but it was to present a picture that a particular demographic thinks and acts a certain way. Well, you can get this similar type of mentality up north. I've met people from the South, white men from the South, and they treated me very well. Very well. I was pleasantly surprised. It was nice. Not everybody's bad. See, I have to mind myself because see, I'm still in this matrix. I could be brainwashed like anybody else. It's about not falling for the narrative. Because a lot of things to try to set you up to make you think and act a certain way because they want to control you. It's not about truth anymore. It's about controlling you. And if they can present the race card against a certain person, so that if you're not thinking, you just sucker for it. You believe it. Not everything people say about other people are true. Just like the things that they might say about you, viewer. I found people saying things about me in this building. And I've done them no harm. Sometimes you have to separate yourself from others because you may start seeing something in them that is not positive. I don't want to associate with people who, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect myself, but if I sense someone's lying or just real potty mouth or hate speech, you're just ragging on a person. I don't want to be around that. I don't. And I've separated myself from these two people that I know. And they took offense. But it's like, now that I'm older, it's like a defense mechanism for me that I just want to stay away from certain things. It's really something. I'm very sensitive now. Very. I just don't, I'm just really, I won't take it. I won't stand for it. Yeah. So maybe this is part of about growing up. Sorry. You get to a point and you say, you're better off being alone. I love going outside by myself. I like going with my dogs. I like going on those walks. It's really nice. I really like it. I also like, when there's a lot of people, like they might have a street fair out. I like things like that. See, I like being around events, things are being done. I like that. I like that. I like one-on-one. I like small intimate things. That's me. I like that very much. Um, mm, I don't know. I don't know people. um, yeah. So the update regarding the my interest in moving. Oh my, yeah, I didn't get my Mexico. Yeah. Every Monday. Um, see, so many people want to leave and go to Mexico. Now, for Mexico, to get a visa for Mexico, you have to make an appointment online and you have to be real quick. I guess they let just an X number of people, and I really try to go fast. Yeah, the five, they ask for your name, your telephone number, email, what type of visa you're looking for, and I know there was another one. Um, let's see, email, telephone number. I did my best, and I did it. I wasn't fast enough. Yeah, yeah. When I initially put it in, there was I think two sections. Yeah, two sections I didn't fill in. I didn't even see it. Yep, I forgot to put in the phone number and the email. I said, oh, so I typed it in real fast. Clicked the enter button, and I didn't get the email. Yeah. Yeah, I'm using Mexico as um, a backup, in case something happens with the other place I want to go. Yeah, I want to go to Rwanda. Yeah, Rwanda is in East Africa, and yeah, I want to go this year, preferably. Um, yeah, I sense something's going to happen here in New York. I mean, over the years, I heard over the internet people saying, leave the big cities, leave. Yeah, and I heard something else today about this tsunami that might. Yeah. I don't want to fearmonger, but I sense something happening, and with number 45 home being raided. Huh? I mean, this is the first in, I think, in U.S. history something like this happened. Man, they're getting cocky, and it just shows you how desperate they're desperate. This administration is desperate. It's nothing real about it. These are really shallow people. I don't know. I mean, it's like they've been in office for so long, but they have no wisdom. I question a lot of them. So I don't feel safe. Yeah, I don't feel safe in this neighborhood. I love my country, and I love New York City, but it's getting too dangerous. The physical, the violent crime is high, um, and I don't want to feel like you know I want to feel safe walking with my dogs. Yes, someone tried to steal, take my my Pekingese. That was in I think 2020. No, wait. Yes, in 2020, someone tried to take him. Yeah. So I don't want, so that's why I feel so um, guarded sometimes, because you never know. You never know. Mm. So what else? Yes, I'm hoping to get some of the places, the organization that specializes in air travel, um, air travel for pets. I'm hoping that some of they can help me out. Um, Yeah, I tried to get a flat on my own, and the Cadillac of them, they changed their policies with dogs. I was so disappointed, and they're the top. Yeah, everything's changing, and like I said, they don't want you to leave. They want you to stay. I don't want to stay anymore. My desire is I want to enjoy life. I don't want to live in a place where what I look like should be an issue. Um, I just want to enjoy life. I want to enjoy meeting more people. I want to travel. The places I would like to go to, I want to go to Benin and Gabon. I want to go to Gabon for the plant medicine, Iboga. I like to do an Iboga ceremony for my birthday. Yes, my birthday's coming up. It's December 5. Yeah. I want to go there for my birthday if I can. If they have a session available around the time of my birthday, that's when I want to go. Yeah. And for spirituality, yeah, my interest in Africa is learn to relax more. Um, I want to breathe in fresh air. Um, what else? Learn a new culture. I want to try new foods. Yeah. Oh, around that time, yeah, I did. I told you guys I did African DNA, something like that, African heritage. I for the for the DNA. Yeah, I mailed that in about a week ago. Yeah, got a notice that they received my package. So yeah, they said from 2 to 3 months it's gonna take. I said, wow, that's a long ass time. It's not like everybody wants to go to African heritage DNA people. Why the holdup? Well, um, I hope I get it early. Oh, oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm tired, all right. Yeah, I'm really curious. Yeah, I think I also did the African DNA thing uh, because if you're like, if you're from Ghana, if you're matriarchal or your patriarchal background, if that lineage is either Sierra Leone or Ghana, those are the two that I know of, you can get dual citizenship. Now, what I do, I mean, I might do it as a backup. I don't know, but yeah. See, I want to get more than one residence. I'm not going to give up my American citizenship. No way. I'm a proud American. I just don't like what's going on. But uh, it'll be good to get more than one residence in case you need to move. That's how I feel about it. Um, so yeah, the Mexico is just a backup. But man, it's everybody wants to move to Mexico. So yeah, if I don't get that the interview, then I don't get the visa for there. Yeah, there has to be a better way, but I guess everybody wants to go to Mexico now. So it might be best, guys and gals, uh, to really start thinking. Um, do you have do uh, you may need to what they call a bug out bag. You may need to leave if you are another black person out there living in an urban center like myself. You may think twice, and maybe you should look into um, having a second residence set up. To have more than one residency. Through a visa, so that you can physically leave a place. I mean, you could always go back too. Yeah, I think it'd be wise people that with Trump, with number 45, uh, his home being raided in Florida, it's they're pushing the envelope. They're pushing it. They can do you next. People get, especially black people who are living in these urban centers, they'll cut the food from you. Just like what they did with Katrina, that Hurricane Katrina. Those people were without food and water for 3 days, and many of them died. So I could see something like that happening here. Some type of a bad event. They don't grow food here. All the food is grown, they have farms up north. There's no food here. Yeah, people, I just say, try to find another place. Yeah, I strongly suggest, I feel it. I want out of the city. I want out of here. I mean, I don't know what cities you guys live in. Mine living in New York City, people are out of their mind. We still do have a lot of tourists now. The tourists is, I would say, uh, 90% back. 90% of the, oh, so sorry. But 90% of the people, of the tourists are back. Yeah, there are a lot of them. Um, but underneath, it's like a social decay. It's just not the same. It's going through growing pains, you know. It is a beautiful city. There's no place like New York City. I mean, I'm spoiled here. I am absolutely spoiled by, I'm sliding. Sorry. Yeah, I'm spoiled by New York City and my life here. But I want something more. I'll be 60 years old, and I want something better for myself. I don't want to have to, I was hearing gunshots. It sounded like gunshots about a month or so ago. And when you get older, you want something better. You say, I'm tired of this. I want to start really going within. I want to go within, and Africa for me is a symbol, yes, of heritage. Um, I'm looking for liberty there. I'm looking for liberty in Africa. Yeah, I think in a nutshell, that's what I'm looking for. Self-expression. To feel like you just focus on life and the joys of life, the joys of eating nice food, the joy of being close to nature. I want to get closer to nature. Yeah, so Africa for me is a symbol of nature. Yeah, I want to find a nice house to live in, but I know I don't want to go expensive. I don't want to go like, see, something might be considered cheap, but excuse me, inexpensive. But if you're, converting your dollars into, foreign money, um, you you have to pay more. You have to pay more because there's a fee to we call it transfer, what do you call it? Converting your dollars. That the process of doing that costs money. It all adds up. And I think some expats may not realize this. They want to live off the hog because it's considered like luxury in certain places. But again, can their current salaries maintain that lifestyle? That is the key. Could you maintain it? So I don't even want to risk certain things. I want something clean, something nice, but I'd probably be better off, maybe what you call, like, in the, outer, the outside the capital over there. Yeah, I want something earthy. Yeah, I want to be connected to the earth. People, um, I feel that the closer you are to nature, that you're not, you'll become less afraid, because you see that life is a cycle, and there's beauty out there. It's people preoccupied with things, and they're not focused on life. Yeah, I want to focus on what's really important, and worried about my skin color or where I come from. It's not important. They made certain things so important here, and it's really not. We have to, we're all humans. Well, maybe some people are more human than others. Um, yeah, yeah. This planet is being ruled by secrecy. But remember when I did that meditation? It was early in the year. It might have been in March, and I saw that being that David Icke talks about. In my morning meditation, I saw it. I was like, what? Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, those things exist, people. Those, we had that long snout. I couldn't believe it. He was wearing a red hooded robe, and it was with 4 other men. Yeah, something is going on this planet. They're planning something. But I don't want to be afraid. I know something's going to happen, but I don't want to be afraid. But I do want to use wisdom, and I want to leave. I want to leave while, when you're young enough to maybe move. Yeah, I want to enjoy life. And I like to visit other countries and see what it's like for myself. Yeah. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I'm yawning. Yeah. So, yeah, so that's the deal. That's what's happening now. I came on to make that announcement that number 45, his home in Florida, was raided. Um, Olivia Newton John had passed away earlier today, I think it was. What else? And about my desire to move, and I contacted an extra bunch of people, and I'm hoping the 8 or 10 people contacts that at least one of the 8 is able to hook me up, help me get that flight, so I could, so that my little babies could get to Rwanda. Yeah, I want us to start a brand new life somewhere else. Get, and it's a cool place too. It's not overly hot. Yeah, I like mild weather. As I get older, I tend to like a little bit more, slightly on the cooler side. Yeah, the hot water, hot air. I mean, yeah, the temperature when it's too hot, it makes me feel funny. Yeah. So that's what's going on, people. Yes, uh, um, pray for my success, that I'm able to get a flight for my dogs to travel overseas, and then I'm going to follow. Yeah, I want them to leave first, and then I'll take the next flight. I want to make sure that they're set up. Yeah. Yeah, and get out those cities. Get out of those cities. Yeah, it's gonna, people. It's gonna hit. They're gonna do something. I think They're gonna try to strike. They're gonna try to do something. They're pushing the envelope by sending the FBI into his home. They're desperate, and desperate people do desperate things, and they could do desperate things against you. So yeah, I think that those other YouTubers were correct. You live in a big city, get out of those cities. I want to get out. Yeah. So I'm gonna go now. I am very, very tired, and I apologize for yawning like that. Um, yeah, and yes, drink your water. Okay. Thank you for listening, and you can write your comments below. Share this video with friends, family member, and free to subscribe. And those of you who want to support my channel or support my moving. Yeah, I planning on moving shortly, and if everything goes well. And yes, if those of you want to support me in that way, financially for the move, um, yes, you could go to my PayPal me account. The link is on my channel on the right side of the banner of my channel. You see the link. Click on the link and follow the prompt, and any amount would be greatly, greatly appreciated. And I'm thanking you all in advance. Yes. Stay safe. Keep your humanity. And get out there in nature. Okay. This is Spirit Journey signing off. Bye-bye. Until next time soon.